Okay, let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me. Let's see. All right. I'm hoping, I think all of you can hear me now, right? Let's see. Okay. Hello, let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me. Because I'm having issues before with sound. Okay, hello. Oh, so you can hear me. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, great. All right. So again, I want to apologize. I know I look a little rough. I just got done working out before I received an update from a client of mine that a reading that I gave her in July manifested very serious manifestation. And so I just want to let all of you know that, so now you can hear me. My name is Richard Miles. I'm a psychic medium. I've been given readings for over 10 years. And a lot of my clients are encouraging me to go on YouTube, to go live, to pick up more clients. And I'm like, sure, I'm all for that, of course, but also to spread the word of what I do, this amazing gift that I have. If you go on my Facebook, there should be a link. Actually, I'm going to post it right here in this live feed. You can read my testimonials worldwide. I have over 1,500 clients from all walks of life, 4 corners of the globe. And I specialize in health, relationships. If somebody passed away, if you want to know if they're still here, what else? And just different things. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Mosley. Different things that come through the spiritual door. I don't go back by zodiac signs. I don't go by date of births. I don't do any of that stuff. A real psychic or tarot cards. I don't use tarot cards. This is just my professional opinion. I believe that a real psychic medium does not have to use any of that information to give a reading. That's just my professional opinion. And I've been very blessed, in the last 10 years, delivering powerful, accurate readings, And psychics, we're never 100% because that's an absolute. But I have to say, with my track record, for the most part, in the 90s, very, very high. So yeah, I love what I do. And so, I would strongly encourage you to invite other people to join me, here on YouTube. I'm pretty active, on social media with various topics. And, I'm never afraid to express my mind because I've always been like that my whole life. Okay, so I do charge for readings, just so you know. My rates are extremely reasonable for what you're getting. And let me go through the rates real quick. And you can see it on my website as well, all public information. I charge $25 for 3 questions or 3 messages. So if you don't have questions, I can deliver 3 messages. I normally inbox that to you. It's not like a live reading. Most of my readings, I would say 99% of my readings are given live. Like we do a video, like instant messenger on Facebook. You click the little video icons like Skype and we see each other. That's how I deliver readings, because I figure if I have clients all over the world, it's impractical for me to go and see them face to face. It's impossible. It doesn't matter what they pay me. It's just impossible. So I do the video because that seems to work for everyone. And you're free to record the readings too. I give permission to all my clients because that's how confident I am in the readings that I deliver. So you can record the reading if you like and share it with people. It's your choice because it's your reading. So I charge $25 for 3 questions, or if you want 3 messages. I also charge $45 for a 15-minute reading, which will be a video, face-to-face video. $65 for 30 minutes and $95 for 1 hour. All very reasonable. And then I also have a new membership program where for $4.99, you get 9 hours for 3 months. And you can gift, donate, or sell 4.5 of your hours to whoever you want. Sometimes people do it to offset their membership costs, or they just gift it to friends and family. And at first I wasn't going to do that, but I was like, why not? Because the more the merrier, right? So all services are very successful. And if you see my testimonials, you'll see why people come back for readings, because they're very spot on. So I recently gave some celebrities readings. One in particular is Robin Dixon, one of the stars from Real Housewives of Potomac, beautiful green-eyed mixed heritage woman. I gave her a reading, 30-minute reading. She's very inspired, very impressed with it, and she's going to write a testimonial. And you'll see some photos and things on my page, because she gave me permission to talk about her reading. Not the details, but the fact that I gave her a reading. I also gave a reading to Bill Clinton's illegitimate son that he has not claimed for X, Y, and Z reasons. So this is what I do. I love what I do. I love giving readings. Okay, so Miss Mosley, you had a question about your child's father. Is that correct? I just wanted to answer. I'm going to honor some free mini readings. Okay, so here's the thing that I see, what Spirit's telling me about this individual, that there's been ongoing conflict between the two of you. I don't see that as a recent thing. There's been ongoing conflict, and part of the reason that you two are having conflict is different perceptions, or I should say different parenting styles. You believe in certain things, he believes in certain things, and it causes conflict between the two of you. So I'm seeing that a lot of your conflict is miscommunication, inconsistencies, and trying to tell each other how to co-parent. This is what hello, Angela. This is what I'm seeing between the two of you, is that there's conflict between the two of you because one wants things done a certain way and you also want things done a certain way. And so you're butting heads. This is what I see, what's happening between the two of you. So I'll let you respond to that, but it's mainly due to different parenting styles. You may give your child certain, leeway, he may disagree with it, and vice versa. So I'm seeing conflict due to that. Just so you know, I want to see or hear your response. And Angela, I'll get to you in a second. So Ms. Mosley, if you can just respond to what I just said, that'd be great. Yes, correct. Yes. I will tell you something else, another message I want to deliver to you, Ms. Mosley, about the father of your child. I also get that he's not faithful with you. And we don't have to mention names, so Spirit is telling me that I'm getting that he's been unfaithful more than once with you. And I get that message very strong, just so you know. So feel free to respond to it. It's the message I get. Whether you're aware of it or not, Spirit is telling me that he has been unfaithful to you more than once. Yeah, and as a result, yes, that has caused conflict between the two of you as well. So there you go. And for the record, I've never given you a reading before. Okay, so Angela, and I wish you the best with that. Okay. Oh, and be careful with him because he does have a temper. And I will tell you something else that really concerns me about the father of your child is that Spirit tells me that he has a great potential of physically harming you, putting his hands on you, is what Spirit's telling me. I get that message for like when he gets really heated. I'm seeing physical, and if you haven't experienced it, I would say between now and the next 13 months, so between now and December of 2020, I do see, or November 2020, I do see that he's going to put his hands on you. But this is the message I get. So let me just go to Mosley again. All right, so Ms. Mosley, please respond to what I just Spirit revealed. You don't have to get into detail, but just tell me, has it already occurred between the two of you? Oh, great. I'm so sorry to hear that. This is the message I get. And I will tell you one more thing, Ms. Mosley. I would strongly encourage you to schedule a private reading with me because there's certain things I don't want to disclose here on a live video, but you gave me permission. I am seeing a health issue with you, okay? I'll tell you two things I'm seeing, and we can discuss it more during your private reading is, if it's not manifesting now, it's going to. I see a blood disorder with you. It looks to me it's either an autoimmune disorder or diabetes type 2. I'm getting that message about you. I also get a message too is that I see in your reproductive department, I'm seeing cysts or fibroids in your reproductive. So those are two things that I'm seeing with you. There may be some other things, but those are two things that just came through. So I just need your response to that. And if you don't have an autoimmune right now, which would be like Crohn's disease, fibromyalgia, celiac, irritable bowel, diabetes, like they kind of all fall under the same umbrella. I'm seeing that with you. And if it's not manifesting now, I'm seeing in the next 15 months, about another year and 3 months, you're going to start seeing symptoms of it. Some of the symptoms I'm seeing is dizziness. I'm also seeing aches and pain. This is why maybe the fibromyalgia, but I'm seeing aches and pain throughout your body and your muscles. Those are certain symptoms, and also fatigue. So I just want you to respond to that. Okay, so I would strongly recommend that you schedule a private reading because I don't want to say things that I know. I'm telling you, this is why you see when I give these readings, very powerful stuff. But this is what I see with you. And there's some other things. How old is your child, if you mind me asking? Just one last thing I want to ask you. How old is your child? Because I'm getting a message about your child as well. Okay, so I don't want to say any more about the relationship because there's some things that I know that really concerns me. Do me a favor. I want you to inbox me on Facebook. Let's schedule a reading. I don't think you need an hour. I think 30 minutes should cover everything that I know that I want to share with you, unless you have a ton of questions. Then I would recommend an hour, but I'm telling you, it would definitely benefit you. Yeah, and if you see my testimonials, I just gave a reading to a client. I give a lot of good ratings, by the way. My client, Pamela Oliver, if you go on my Facebook, you'll see her on my wall. I gave her a reading 2 months ago that I saw her getting married and also purchasing a house. Like those are major, major specific readings, right? And she had no clue that this was going to happen. And she's getting married tomorrow. And she just bought the house last month, her and her future husband. So I do give a lot of great readings, by the way, not just all negative. Oh, so you did see it. Okay, thank you, Miss Mosley. Yes. Is it Keonti? I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Keonti. Yes, that is correct. That's a client of mine. There's so many things I can share with all of you. Keontae, That's a beautiful name. Okay, so Chianti, yes, that is correct. So that's a great reading. And then I received a message this morning from my client, Lenora. You may see it on my live feed. If you go on my video today, I'm in bed because I was exhausted after workout. And I used to do the shirt and tie thing at the desk. That doesn't work. I don't want to be too formal. I want to be relaxed. Sometimes clients are in their PJs or in their bubble bath. I don't really care. As long as I deliver the reading and you're happy, that's all that matters, you know. And I just want to just not appear to be fake and too overly formal. People don't like that. They don't really focus on the reading. They focus on how I look. So I just like to keep it just very relaxed and, you know, normal, natural. This is me. You know, I just got done working out. This is me right now. So, um, yes, Lenora contacted me this morning that I gave a reading regarding a person that she knows, a health matter, and it manifested a very serious situation. And these are things I just know as a psychic. It's, you know, oh, Chianti, thank you. I appreciate it. It's what I do, but I definitely have some things to share with you, Chianti, during a private reading. I prefer to do that because we're live and you never know who's watching the video, and it's just to protect your confidentiality and your privacy. Okay, so there's another person who had a question, Angela Williams. I did not forget about you. Let me go see. Can you tell me how it does? Okay, so Angela, this is what I see with the person that you're referring to that works at a casino. Spirit is telling me I see no relationship there whatsoever. There's nothing there. What I'm getting is that you two, believe it or not, have different, you value relationships quite differently. Um, oh, okay. Your perceptions of relationships are very different. You have a different belief system than this gentleman. And I'm not saying that he's right or wrong, but they're not consistent. You're a very committal person and you take relationships very serious. And I don't see you as a person that would engage in cheating, promiscuity, infidelity. That if you're with the person, you're with the person. You know, you can become very committed. I don't see this individual on that same level. So yeah, and it doesn't matter if he's 25 and you're 29. I mean, just keep in mind is it's age is a lot of times irrelevant. You can have a 50-year-old that acts like a 3-year-old, and you can have a 20-year-old that's very mature. Everyone's different. That's where individualism comes in. But I do see with this person, I don't see anything. So it's almost like you're telling me that this person's make believe. I don't see a relationship at all. I don't see anything. Um, yes, I don't see a relationship, and I also see that this person doesn't like to commit, and this person is an opportunist, meaning that if he's with somebody, right, and something else comes along that he perceives to be an upgrade, he's all up in there. And even if it's a downgrade, if it's something that he can get, he's all up in there. So I would strongly caution you to maybe refrain from this individual. Not saying he's a bad person, but you're just incompatible in terms of what you expect in a relationship and what he expects. Is his expectations are like the polar opposite of yours, and it would just cause conflict. It really would. Major conflict between the two of you. So no, it's not worth it. You know, I also get a message too. He's not good with money management. I also get that he's cheap. I hate to use the word cheap. He's frugal. I'll say it that way. I get that he's not very sharing with his money, and he's not a good money manager. So those are two things. Yeah, so this is what I see between the two of you, or in terms of his profile is he's kind of a cheap person, and he would not be spending a lot of money on you. And I'm not saying that you're looking for a guy to spend a lot of money, but you know, a relationship involves money. You know, you do things, you go out for dinner and stuff. I don't see him as that kind of person. Pretty much selfish, all about himself. That wouldn't work for you. So that spirits tell me would not work for you at all. So yes, No, I wouldn't recommend it. You're asking me a question. The spirit is saying, no, he's not the right person for you. Nope. So there's your answer right there. But I will tell you is that I do have more messages for you, Angela, regarding health, future relationships, career, etc., that we can talk about during a private reading. So, and there's something I want to share with you about your mother. Same thing with Keontae. There's something I want to share with you about your mother as well. So all that could be revealed during a private reading because you never know who's watching this. Yes, you are very welcome. And make sure, Angela, that you take a look at the link. I'm going to post it again. My testimonials worldwide. Okay, I just posted it. I want you to take a look at the testimonials. As I mentioned earlier, I gave Bill Clinton's son, his illegitimate son, a very, very deep, profound reading. It was about a 30-minute reading. And I also gave one of the stars of the show, Housewives of Potomac, Robin Dixon. You'll see her on my wall. Beautiful, beautiful woman. I gave her reading as well. So the celebrities are definitely coming in. They're people just like, all of us. I am a movie producer, music producer, and of course, give psychic readings. So there's a lot of celebrities I do know, but at the end of the day, they're just people with a lot of money and a lot of problems. Not all of them, but some of them. So definitely take a look at, my testimonials on Facebook. And you can see they're quite diverse. I'll give you some highlights here. There's one individual, her name is Brie Francesca, and I can say this because she wrote it on her testimonial. When I first met her, I gave her a reading. Of course, it was her first reading. This was in, I believe, September 2018. And Spirit was seeing a scorpion in her house within 4 days. That's a specific reading, right? They lived in this, when she was married, lived in this house for over 3 years, never had that issue. I was seeing it within 4 days and it showed up 2 days later. Yeah, a real scorpion. So then I gave a second reading. I was seeing another scorpion in the house within a week. And they're like, no way. Yep. And it showed up, I believe, 3 days after that. Deep, deep stuff. So that's how right away when she had that reading, she's like, okay, I'm going to be a client for life. I also gave her some very specific readings about her relationship, which all manifested. And recently, you'll look on my spiritual page, you'll see a video testimonial. A video testimonial that she put together. I was seeing in September 2018, I was seeing a cyst on her ovaries. My client had numerous tests with her doctors, her PCP, her gynecologist, and they all showed up negative, right? But Spirit, remember, this is Spirit, very powerful source. And no offense, but I do respect doctors and nurses, but they can't match Spirit. Spirit is just like all knowing, So I told her get a second and third opinion because I'm seeing a mass in that area near her ovaries, and sure enough, she does have. And I believe it was her third test, but all the other ones didn't show up. Can you believe that? Mm-hmm. So she may have to undergo surgery to have her removed, but yeah, there's a mass on her ovaries. None of the doctors picked up on it. Yeah. So even though they have equipment that could be extremely expensive, it's just no match to Spirit telling you that's how that works. But yes, definitely send me a friend request on Facebook. And again, you could read all my testimonials and schedule a private reading, but it'll definitely be rewarding. And this is what I tell people is if a reading can save you a lifetime of heartache and misery, it's definitely worth it, for sure. Okay, so Keontae, I see that you liked my page. And definitely take a look at some of the readings, the testimonials. I've also given celebrity predictions. For example, Aretha Franklin, I went live on Facebook that I saw her canceling a concert. I gave a specific time frame when it was going to happen, and it happened about 2 months after I gave her the reading. I also told fans that she was going to pass away at a specific time, and that also manifested because I like to go live to show my transparency as a psychic. So just want to share that with you. Okay, so let me go back to Angela. So Angela, as I mentioned before, is if you would like more details, schedule in a private reading. We could discuss a lot of things, but there's Other matters I want to discuss with you as well that I don't want to share on a live feed because it gets really deep. But I tell you one thing is you'll be happy with the results of the reading. How spot on. One thing I want to tell you real quick, Angela, just a minor thing that's coming to mind. Your teeth, the back of your mouth. It looks like it's either the side or the back. I'm getting a message that I see pain or aches um, in your mouth. So if it's not manifesting now, I see that it's going to happen between now and the next 11 months. Is there something in your mouth, your teeth? Could be like an infection or maybe a tooth that needs to come out. But there's something, it's either the side up here at the top or the back. But there's something with your teeth I'm getting a message about. So I just wanted to know your response. Have you recently had an issue with your teeth, mainly the top and the back? And if not, I see it manifesting between now and the next 11 months. So, excuse me, I await your response to what I just disclosed to you. This is for Angela. Just waiting for a response. Okay, so remember I told you it's between now and the next 11 months. I see it looks like it's the top portion of your dentition at the top and at the back. So I don't know if it's an infection or if you bite something hard. Sometimes we do that. But that's what I see with you. So just be mindful of this message that I'm delivering to you. Okay, so I'm going to, let me see. Like I said, I don't really have the traffic on Facebook. I mean, that will change eventually, like I do on Facebook. Facebook, I have much larger audience. But let me see if there's anyone else that's on here. Um, okay. Let's see. Okay, so Angela, I will tell you one more thing is that I'm seeing a baby that's attached to you, a baby. It looks to me a little girl, and I'm getting that the little girl was the result of a miscarriage. So Spirit is telling me it's either with you or your mother. It's one of you two, but it's very close kin to you. And the child passed away in the first trimester. Spirit is telling me that there was a hormonal imbalance. I know abortion is a sensitive topic for people. So what I do is just to be safe, I kind of lump abortion and miscarriage in the same category because I know for some women, that's hard to talk about. So Spirit is telling me that a child was lost in the first trimester. So it's either you or your mother. It's one of the two. And I get that the child is attached to you. She has not crossed over. Because when you pass away, it's a dichotomy. You either stay here because you have unfinished business, or you want to attach to someone, or you cross over to the Lord's kingdom and wait for the rest of the family to join you one day. Those are the two things that I usually get when I get a reading. So let me go back to you, Angela. Okay, so you go to Genesis in 6 months. Good. Did you hear that message I just delivered to you about a baby? There's a child. I'm seeing a little girl. She passed away within 3 months, the first trimester, very young, and I get it was something to do with hormones, hormonal imbalances, like maybe progesterone. The progesterone levels were not where they need to be, but I get it's either you or your mother. So I need to know your response to what I just revealed. Okay, so let me ask you something, Angela. Have you had a miscarriage? Because if you didn't, it's your mother. It's one of you two. So I'm gonna wait for your response. Because the female anatomy is very, very complex, and sometimes a woman can have like a really uh, strange menstruation or atypical menstruation and don't even realize that they just miscarried a child. Like maybe there's some tissue, some unusual tissue in the discharge. And like, what is that? A lot of times it's a miscarriage. Whew, all right. Yes. So what I was going to tell you real quick is, well, I'm not saying your mother had it recently, but what I'm telling you is that Spirit is telling me is either you or your mother, there was a child that was lost. So it looks to me that it was your mother, if it's not you, your biological mom. Okay. And it happened years ago. It looks to me that she would be, in terms of sequence, uh, a younger sister. So it looks to me that she, the conception happened after your birth, so she'd be considered a younger sister if she were alive today. But this is what I see, you know. Let me see what. Okay, so it's your biological, because I did say biological mom. Hey, Richard. Hello, hello. Okay, so let me just say something real quick. And so with Angela, your biological mother, and I'm looking you right in the eye and telling you this, I'm saying with 100% certainty that a child was lost. It looks to me it was your younger sister due to hormonal issues. I will say one more thing about your mom. No offense. Can you give me permission? Can we talk? Your biological mother, I want to share this with you, had an addictive personality, just so you know. So what I mean by that is that your mother was highly prone to addictive behaviors, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex. I mean, there's different types of addictions, right? But Spirit is telling me that your mother, your biological mother, had an addictive personality. I wanted to share that with you. So I await your response. And let's see, there's another person, Demandia. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. Yes, you can. I'll give you 2 free messages from Spirit, but just give me 1 second. I have now my inbox is blowing up. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Just give me 1 second, everyone. Okay, all right. Okay, so may I say something to you, Angela? Did you notice when I said to you your mother had an addictive personality? I know that your mother passed away, because I could have said to you she has, meaning that she's still alive. No, your mother did pass away, but I'm telling you, when she was here with us, your biological mother, I'm getting a very strong message that your mother had an addictive personality. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, so is that correct, what I just disclosed to you, that your mother had addictive personality, problems with addiction? Just waiting. Okay. So Mosley, I did respond to your inbox on Facebook. I definitely would like to schedule a private reading with you. Yeah, so I'm just letting you know she did. So, and there's some other things I prefer to schedule a private reading with, because I don't want to disclose it here on a live video because it's very deep. I don't know how you're going to react to it, but there's many more things I'm going to share with you. You'll be quite shocked, and you can record the reading, by the way. All right, so let's see. Let's go to Demandia. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. ND, the person that joined us. Hello, my name is Wait. Is it Naroa? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Is it Naroa? Okay, let's see. Let me just. Okay, well. Oh, Naroe. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, so to answer your question, let's see. You have a few. What does Spirit want me to know regarding? I'm sorry. Um, okay, so here is something I'm seeing with you. You talk about actions. It looks to me that there's a legal matter between you and this gentleman that I'm seeing, if that's correct. Between, okay, so hold on. Perfect. Okay, so, all right. You say action. I'm seeing between the two of you, there's some kind of legal issue that's happening between the two of you. I'm not sure if it's custody or a harassment type, a restraining order, but there's something legal going on between you and this individual. If it is not present, it will be present. It looks to me, let me see. Mm. Okay, so yeah, it's a legal matter between the two of you. Okay, so here's what I see. Okay, you ready? I'm seeing conflict between the two of you. I also see that he doesn't have your best interest at heart. I'm seeing that for some reason. I'm seeing conflict between the two of you, incompatibility. He does not have your best interest at heart, excuse me. And it would actually be a detriment to you to pursue anything with him, see him with this individual. So what Spirit's basically telling you is to refrain from any kind of interactions because I'm seeing conflict between the two of you. That's what I see. I also get a message that he is not who he appears to be. So there's a lot of fakery going on, charades going on, is what I see with this individual. That's what I'm getting. So I'll let you respond to that. But that's what I get. So I await. So Miss Mosley, real quick, would you like a 30-minute or a 1 hour reading? So I await your response to that. Well, here's the thing is, I'm seeing that you coming to the US will be problematic for some reason. I'm not seeing that it's going to happen right away. It's going to take some time. But for some reason, this person that is quote unquote trying to help you, I don't know what it is, but I'm just seeing that the person has hidden agendas. That's what I see. I see hidden agendas, and I'm not seeing that you two are going to be compatible. Once you become a U.S. citizen, something's telling me I see conflict between the two of you. I do. I do. I also see threats being made to you that you're going to be deported. Yeah, this is what I see. So that's what I see in regards to your legal situation. Okay, so here's the thing is with your career. This is one last thing I want to share with you is that um, your career has a lot of pros and cons. The pros are you enjoy being seen and entertaining, which is nothing wrong with that. There's a level of confidence that you have. But the cons are I see a lot of broken promises that you've already experienced. a lot of big talkers and dream breakers. So dream breakers are what we try to give a wide berth to, as opposed to dream makers. We love dream makers, but I see you've been subject to dream breakers, false hope, broken promises, games. And I also see too, for some reason, that in the industries that you're interested in, they tend to favor certain phenotypes, especially in women. Um, for example, if it's not European, I do see a tendency to favor more of a mixed race phenotype, light skin, naturally long flowing hair. I'm just giving you a real reading from spirit. They tend to favor those types of phenotypes, whereas if someone else looks more ethnic, they tend to be kind of overlooked. So that's a challenge that spirit is telling me that you're going to be facing, which really sucks because you're a beautiful young lady. But the point is that I am seeing something with the opportunities not being as abundant because sometimes agencies, companies that are looking for specific phenotypes exclude specific features that look too ethnic, and which is ridiculous, but that's what I see. Well, the thing is, I just want you to be aware when I give readings, it would be a disservice if I told you things that were false or incorrect. It would not be, it would be misleading you. So if you read my testimonials, I do give a lot of great readings, and I give some that people is like they don't want to hear. But remember, I'm a messenger. These are not for my own personal. It's what I get through that comes through the spiritual door. And sometimes people don't want to hear things. I totally get that. Trust me. Like my client Pamela, she's getting married and bought a house. Like I can give those readings all day. Seriously, I live for those readings, and I talk about it because I want people to know there are a lot of great things that I deliver, but then clients tend to remember the negative things as opposed to the positive things, and I don't know why. But the point is, it would be a disservice to you if I just lied, just making up something to put a smile. That's not what a real reading is. I'm telling you things that I know. So. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm sorry. I'll give you a big hug. I don't want you to be stressed out. That's not the goal of this live, reading. I don't want you to be stressed out, but you're asking me a question, and so I'd rather be honest with you than lie. How's the lying going to help you? That's not going to help you at all. But it's just what I see. Well, I will tell you a positive thing that Spirit sees with you is that you tend to make people happy. People enjoy being around you. That's one positive thing, and that's a good thing because it has worth. And I do see that helping you in terms of your career when people get to know you. Here's the thing is, a lot of times in the modeling, music, movie industry, you're judged before walking in the door. If they see you, all of a sudden as they place these stereotypes and judgments, so they didn't really give you an opportunity to, express who you are, or they didn't get an opportunity to know you. They go by based on what they see. So in your specific case, even though you're very beautiful, I am seeing that there is a preference to a specific phenotype that I just mentioned before. But if they just give you an opportunity to come through and to get to know you, they actually would like you because you're a likable person. So that's a very positive thing. And I see your, nature being as an asset to you, in terms of getting work. So that's a positive thing. That's a great thing. But that's what I do see, I know. I'm very aware of who you are. Like I said, I'm giving you a reading. I know you're a very giving person. You seem to give more than what's received, and it's not fair, but that's just the way it is. Some people are just very selfish. All they are interested in what benefits me, but then when you need help, they're nowhere to be found. It's just one of those things. I'm sorry about that. But I would strongly encourage you to schedule a private reading with me. And there's other things that we could discuss during your reading. Trust me, it'd definitely be worth it. Some things I don't want to disclose here in the live video because getting too much into personal things, and you never know who's watching it. But that's all I can divulge for now regarding your situation. Okay, let's see if there's anybody else that's on here, because I do have to end this video soon. And I'm going to try to do this a little bit more often, by the way. Because again, oh, you are very, very welcome. And let me give you my link again, so you can join me on Facebook and read all the awesome testimonials, just to show my transparency as a psychic. And like, as I mentioned before, is that whatever you book, you will definitely get a good reading. It'll be worth your time. I have some clients that see me once a week, but they have different stuff going on, but you'll be very inspired by your reading. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if there's anybody else here. If not, then I'm probably going to end the video. And by the way, if I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, because they do have a cap, I won't be able to accept yours your friend request unless I delete some people that I don't really talk to. I don't have a problem doing that. But make sure you like my page. It's Richard Miles Spiritual Healing. Take a look at some of the celebrity testimonials, and also, of course, my clients worldwide. I think you'll be very, very inspired with the things that you're going to read. Again, I specialize in health, relationships, careers. If somebody passed away, if you want to know if they're still here, that's what I specialize in. Okay. And any kind of like anomalous things that just come through. For example, you're going to get promoted at work, or your boss is going to get fired tomorrow. You never know what comes through the door. That's crazy. All right. So thank you for tuning in. Love and peace. And we will talk again. Bye, everyone.